No matter what you want to do on the internet, whether it's build a website, whether it's build an app, or whether it's just drive traffic to a product or service that you have to offer, you have to start with your domain name. And one of the places that I love to buy domain names from, actually, the only place I buy domain names from, is right here at overstockdomain.com. And that's for a few reasons. And I'm going to go into detail. Now, first, as you notice, the domain names are starting off at $10, and most of the .coms here are $10. There are some premium listings as well, but most of the domain names are $10, okay? And let's just say I go and I type in Georgia Realtor Company.com. And as you see, that domain name is available for $10. So I can add that to my cart. And here's something else I love. I'm going to hit continue to cart. This is the only, you can call this an upsell, but it's really not an upsell. They offer privacy protection. And what that does is if you don't want people to know who owns the domain name, and if you don't want your address revealed to the public, you can opt in to have privacy protection. And what that does is hide your personal information from the public, because any domain name can be found on the internet. And for that very reason, it's easy to find who owns that domain name. So if you don't want people to know who owns your domain name, you can opt in for privacy protection. If you don't care about it, you can just hit no thanks and then hit continue. Now, here's another thing I love. When you go to some of these other platforms, they automatically set you up for a 2-year or 5-year registration. And that can cause people to believe that the price is misleading. Let's just say you go to a place and they say they offer domain names for $12.99. Well, when you get to the checkout, this price over here is usually like 30 or 40 bucks. Well, I like overstockdomain.com because it's automatically set just for 1 year. Okay. And if you want to register that domain name for more than 1 year, you just click here and select how many years you want to secure that domain name for. If you don't want it, then, if you only want it for a year, just leave it at a year. And when you check out, as you see, I got 1, 2, 3 domains here. It's going to be almost $30. That's right, $30.54, $10 a domain name plus tax. And if I wanted to, all I have to do is just check out right here, sign in, put in my password and check out, and boom, in no time, I got my domain name. So it's essentially a 2 to 3 step checkout process. So if you're looking for a great domain name, I highly suggest overstockdomain.com. That's overstockdomain.com.